So they started asking, Princess, why are you unnecessarily irritated? I just had to blurt one day, because you guys are giving me too much work. Most times these works are discomforting. A merry heart is like good medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bone. Hello, how are you doing? My name is Princess Amarachi, and you are once again welcome to my channel. So, thought about that Bible verse that I read about a merry heart and a broken spirit. Have you thought of it before? Okay, I'll share a funny experience that really led me to that Bible verse, and then I'll tell you what we are here for today. While I was younger, in the midst of my friends, I felt out of place because I found out that I really didn't have these tangible skills that young people learn in school or at home. So whenever my friends gather and they need help, someone would say, I needed to help you make my hair. And then I'll say, I can't do it. Or when I ask them to help me make my hair, they're like, so what do I get in return? What can you help me do apart from cooking or your writing skills or your speaking skills? And I felt out of place because where I'm coming from, I was told not to be a parasite. When you're with people, you just have to contribute, find something to do. Don't just be at the receiving end. So that really affected me. I thought and found ways that I could find myself relevant amidst my friends. So do you know what I did? Wow. I started taking up any little request that he made, whether it was good or comfortable for me or not. So a friend calls me out when I'm back from school and so tired. Please, can you follow me to somewhere? I'm like, okay, well, since I can't do any other thing, please, can you help me do my assignment? Even at an odd hour, I say, okay, no problem. So I was taking in everything from the left, right, center. And do you know what that did? It really gave me a long-term stress. I became stressed out, I became waned, and the reaction was that in my interaction with people, I started getting irritated, I started getting hot-tempered, and it affected my relationship and interaction with them in the long run. So they started asking, Princess, why are you unnecessarily irritated? I just had to blurt one day, because you guys are giving me too much work. And most times these works are discomforting. So, have you found yourself in that kind of stress before? I mean, long-term stress. Stress that can even span for years. Like every day you wake up, you're either emotionally drained, you're physically drained, or you're even mentally drained. If you really find yourself in that, like I did, I just want to tell you, it's not normal, but don't go too far, because we're going to discuss that in detail here on this channel. Okay, so like I said earlier, I found myself mentally and emotionally drained because I was taking in a lot of things that were not just discomforting, but they were so out of place for me. And what was my motive? Because I wanted to find myself relevant amidst my friends. And that is what most of us do. And that gets us into stress and undue stress for that matter. So when we talk about stress, I'm not saying that you shouldn't go out of your comfort zone, because when you have a task, when you have a responsibility, when you have a goal to achieve for a particular time, fine, you might even put in a lot of effort, and that can really show off. It can be stressful for you. That's okay, because it is for a short time, right? But what I'm saying is when it now spans a long period, and your relationship with people is now affected, your interaction with people is now affected, and even your health is affected, then it becomes a problem. So from my story, what do you think is one of the reasons why we are stressed out? Why we face undue stress and pressure? What do you think it is? Well, from my story, I can say that one of the reasons why we are always stressed, and this stress is for a long time, is because one, we want to impress people and we find ourselves relevant amidst people, especially the wrong way. So just imagine, of all the things I could do to impress my friends or to feel relevant amidst my friends, was just to take up everything they say, do everything to please them, even when it's totally wrong or out of place. Do you do like that? Come on, I'm sure you must have found yourself in such a mess. So why do we have to impress people? I feel like if we understand that part that says that God loves us unconditionally, because that was where I started from. When I started getting complaints from people like, you're always irritated. Every little thing, you're always irritated. You don't look happy. You are always sober. What exactly is the problem? And then in my mind, I'm like, that's because people are giving me so much to do. And I don't know how to say no so you don't get angry. It really doesn't have to be like that. So one of the days I was watching a TV series by Joyce Meyer, Enjoying Everyday Life, and she made it so clear to me that God loves me unconditionally. That particular statement, I've been hearing it before then, but it really sunk in, and I had to take time to study that word unconditionally. When I got the understanding of that word, I had to translate it to every aspect of my relationship. So my friends too should learn to love me unconditionally, irrespective of whatever it is they think I can offer or not. So it doesn't mean I don't have anything to offer. Come on, I'm a pack of value, and so are you. So if someone tries to undermine your value because what you bring to them is not as appealing as they want, then I think you really have to give yourself some space from them so that you don't lose your mind. So you know what I did? I took in that word and I dwelt on it. It became a mantra for me. God loves me unconditionally. I'm deserving of love, and my friends love me too. So I stopped seeking for relevance and impression amidst my friends, and I began to offer what I could offer. So when they ask me to do something I know I really can't do, or maybe it is going to be very, very difficult for me to do it at that time, I politely say I can't, and then I tell them, but I can help you do this. And they really started liking that. They're like, oh, you really bring something that is so unique. So I started helping my friends with their assignments. Yes, I offered to do their, to help them run an English class then, and I started giving them useful tips that we can really use to multitask at home, because I'm very good at that. And that was something that none of my friends could really offer that, but I could, because I started looking into my strengths to maximize it and not looking outside to find out what my friends wanted and give it to them like that, whether it was relevant or not. So you see, if you're facing undue stress that has been there for a long time, it's not as if you have a particular goal you want to achieve for a set time that is taking in all your efforts, but you find yourself through the phase of your life, you've been unhappy, you're weak, you're emotionally drained, even in your relationship, maybe you should take a time to ask yourself, am I seeking relevance from others? Am I trying to impress this person way out of the box? Like, why? And if that is yes, take a chill like me and ask, does it really count? Is it really necessary? For how long do I have to keep impressing this person? Just imagine that you are in a relationship with someone and the person really said yes to you because you did something that is impressive. My dear, you will keep impressing that person till eternity, and trust me, one day it might really get fagged out and you just fade like that. So you need to enjoy your life and enjoy your day, also appreciating yourself and knowing that you are deserving of love. God loves you unconditionally. Well, it didn't even stop there. I forgot to tell you that really affected even my relationship in school, because even when I got to school, I wanted to join all the departments, and I'm like, haba, kilo day. Did I get that? Because I'm learning Yoruba. So I'm like, what happened? Am I trying to impress God? Hey, take it easy and just join the one that you know that you can really serve God beautifully and comfortably in them. So discomfort is not bad. Stress sometimes happens, but when it's becoming long overdue and unnecessary, especially with the wrong motive, it can be very disastrous, and then your heart can become broken, which will dry your bones. And don't forget that I said, as the Bible verse, a merry heart is like a good medicine, but a broken heart crushes the bone. So think about this. Am I trying to impress anyone? Don't even try to impress me. Am I trying to seek relevance in people? Your relevance is within. If you find yourself doing that, ask yourself this question and know this: God loves you unconditionally and you are deserving of love. That alone can help you seek relevance within and live enjoyably. So, see you expressing merry hearts wherever you are and enjoy your life every day. In the next episodes, I'll be sharing other aspects of my life that I experienced undue stress and what caused it, and also how we should be able to overcome it. Okay, that's it for today's episode. I hope you like this video, and please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification. Share with your friends and loved ones. But for now, see you living within and without, every day growing.